Ethereum is slowly losing its dominance to other chains, especially Solana. This is because, in terms of revenue count, Ethereum is slowly losing to Solana due to higher transaction volume on Solana. But what does this mean exactly? Let's talk about it. Hey guys, welcome back to Republic Labs YouTube channel. In this video, we will talk about the current situation around Ethereum and Solana, how Solana is currently beating Ethereum in terms of transaction count. So as you can see here, there are news spreading that Solana is currently beating Ethereum in terms of revenue. Most of these revenues came from Pump.fun, which is popular due to its meme coin transaction. As you can see, currently the market is still bullish, which is why a lot of people are trading meme coins again. When the market is bullish, usually traders are more confident when trading meme coins. This is why the transaction volume on Solana is currently increasing, which contributes to its revenue increase. A lot of this data can be used as proof that the Solana ecosystem is currently bullish. However, that's not really the case. Why do you ask? This is because a lot of experts are doubting that this revenue increase can be sustainable because it is supported by meme coins. As I've mentioned before, meme coin transaction usually increases during bull markets. This is why Solana's revenue usually increases also during the bull market. But when the market is bearish, there's no guarantee that Solana's revenue will continue to increase, which is why experts are doubting that this is sustainable. As you can see here, according to data from DeFi Llama, Solana's transaction volume in the last 24 hours has reached more than 2.5 billion, but that only equates to around $150,000 in revenue. As you can see here, in the last 24 hours, Solana's chain revenue has reached around $139,000. This revenue was received through the fees, which has reached more than $1 million in the last 24 hours. According to research from VanEck, these revenues were received from DEXs, meaning a lot of these revenues came from transactions from decentralized exchanges rather than DeFi activities. If we take a look at data from CoinGecko, as you can see here, currently the top DEX is Orca. Currently, Orca holds around 10% of market shares of the volume in Solana. This equates to around 500 million in transaction volume in the last 24 hours. It is closely followed by Meteora, and then Stable, and then Raydium, and then Pump.fun. Specifically, the Pump Swap, which is the DEX on Pump.fun. Now, currently the data is looking bullish. However, is that really the case? If we take a look at derivatives data, we can see that currently traders are not really bullish. As you can see here, the open interest of the Solana futures contract is not really increasing. This means that traders are not trading as much, which shows that traders are not really bullish on Solana, as they are merely unsure. Usually, an increasing open interest is a sign of a bullish market, and as you can see here, the data is currently stagnating, which shows that the market is still uncertain. Looking at the technical analysis, currently Solana is consolidating around $150 and $136. The consolidation might continue in the next couple of days, especially with the Fed interest rate decision coming up from the US. Aside from that, looking at the liquidation heat map data, you can see that currently there are a lot of selling pressures waiting to happen. Some are currently waiting to sell at around $144 up to $156. This is why those two price zones might be a strong resistance for Solana. So what you need to understand now is that the market is not really bullish, especially with the Fed interest rate decision coming up. So what you can do now is just manage your risk better and re-strategize for the upcoming volatility. Well, that's all the information I have today. If you guys like content like this, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click that notification bell so you guys are notified when my next upload. Cheers, guys!